Greetings everyone, this is Dweller from North, bringing you yet another 9th Age back rep. Now this is a kind of a rematch against not the same arm, but the same player as I played in my last battle report. Um, I have seen some comments about some rule mistakes, and I'm sorry about that. And unfortunately, the same mistakes will be applied in this game since it was played before I even posted the first one. Um, Fortunately, they do not make such a big impact on the game, or none at all, more or less. So, yeah, sorry about that. You can probably. I am. I am going to miss some rules with the whole new gaming system. So, if you see them, just point them out. I'll be the happiest so that I learn properly. um, so have no fear about it. Just post it. Criticize. Constructive criticism is the best way to go. Um, but over to my list. As always, I'm gonna give the details on the characters. Um, since the units can't be upgraded that much, I'll just say the usual equipment that they have, more or less. But yeah, I'm rolling with the BSB, something I'm not used to since I always go balls to the walls in 8th edition and always played Woodlands without BSB. Mostly because of comp, but yeah, it's a nice thing to have. Still, I'll try to make a list work without a BSB, but in the current format, in my opinion, you kind of need one. So my BSB is Force Guard and Kindred, which gives him that 5 plus innate defense, which is awesome, and also +1 attack, if I'm not mistaken. And he's kitted with Hail Shot and Beastbane Halberd. So he's really squishy. I mean, he has like what a 4 plus save in close combat, 5 plus innate defense plus light armor, and because a shield doesn't work with the Halberd, so 4 plus and no ward save. It's still a bit balls to the walls, but yeah, he can do quite some damage if he gets to hit. Next to that, I have the Force Prince, the old machine gun noble, shapeshifter Kindred, both forest, Helm of the Hunt, great weapon. Now I know the Helm of the Hunt only gives +1 attack on the charge, and I've totally misread that. Probably because you probably get some tunnel vision when you like searching for stuff that gives +1 attack. So that's a really big mistake from my part, and one that I should actually have seen since it's the same as always, isn't it? Helm of the Hunt has also been +1 attack on the charge, so I've been shooting with 7 arrows instead of 6. Fortunately, he has been crap and doesn't do any wounds, so it doesn't impact too much. And at High Enchantress, Lore of Nature, Dispel Scroll Ancient Brooch would probably be kind of my standard setup. Dried Matriarch with Lore of Wilderness and Aspect of the Toxic Pollen. I'm actually using exactly the same list as I did the game before, so if you watch that battle report, you will recognize my list. So, over to my opponent, who does not have the same list. He rolls a Demon Prince, totally naked, except for the spell scroll. It's a level 4 Lore of Siege. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Lore of Change, maybe? Should be. And then he has the Incarnate of Death, the stupid motherfucker. Hate that dude. Although he's not all pimped up, he only has the Warp Shield in this game, although I did not know it. We played with not hidden lists, but yeah, kind of hidden lists. Yeah, we didn't tell the magic items until they got used. So to deployment, my opponent got to deploy first, and he deployed these 3 units. The Skull Cannon, that's a bit. It's not the cannon; it's the flamethrower. So no cannon shooting here, and if you're gonna tailor a list against Wood Elves, yeah, the flamethrower is probably the way to go. Since if I don't have any monsters, he doesn't have anything to shoot at. Beside that, a block, not a huge block, but a pretty big block of blood letters, and then a block of horrors. Now he has some thing on them that gives them a shooting attack. It's called flare, I believe. So they actually have a shooting attack, which was fucking annoying. I need to tell you. Yeah, it's still on an 18-inch range, I think, but it was pretty annoying. It was. And in my deployment, I just deploy everything because that's the way I roll. So I see Wild Riders, War Dancers, Sisters, 8 Dryads, the Bunker with 8 Sentinels with the Hagbane, or Hagthorn. I don't know what's the Poison Arrow. I don't know. Me and the new names. Together with the Wizard level 4, of course, and then the big block of Eternal Guards together with the BSB, which is hidden behind all the trees or inside all the trees. That's quite a lot of trees. 2 trees for the unit filler and 3 trees in the forest. So yeah, it brings up the theme though, doesn't you think? And then next to them, the one with the horns, the shapeshifter prince. Then 11 Dryads together with the matriarch. Hopefully I won't die with matriarch's first turn this time because they're actually pretty good with her. They're good without her, but even better with her. So yeah, hopefully. And then to the flank, of course, my 3 beloved Warhawk Riders and another unit of 5 Sisters. Or Sisterhood, as they call them. And then my opponent deployed everything, of course, is everything of my model. I also have, of course, Way Watchers, which will come up later as their scouts. But he has 3 Flamers, 3 Crushers. He pops out the Incarnate of Death and the Soul Grinder. Now, when it comes to demons, I do not know a lot of new names for them, so I'll probably use most of the old ones. I'll use those that I can, which is probably only the Incarnate of Death. So yeah. So his Soul Grinder, also with the flame cannon thingy, so that's pretty intimidating. Behind it, you see the little Demon Prince hiding there. Look at shaking shit, it is. And you see to the right, another unit of Flamers, and then another unit of 3 Crushers. And I deployed my Way Watchers in the forest over here. So Auto Vanguard, which a viewer said that the Wild Riders and Sisters does not have Vanguard. I tend to trust my viewers. I haven't had the time to actually shake it up myself, but I trust him, so this is probably wrong. So I can't Vanguard with the Sisters or the Wild Riders. In this game it doesn't do any difference though, so sorry about that. Same goes over here. And since I deployed first and he had a crap load of drops left, I got to go first. So I just, not too aggressively, but I move up to kind of get everything on my terms. I can probably outmaneuver him if I want to. Still have the shooting, still have the fast cab. As always, the War Dancers, my target is just to stand in the forest and whatever comes will come. The War Dancers are just awesome against anything, in my opinion. If the Blood Crushers comes into the War Dancers, I can probably kill off the stupid Blood Crushers with all the attacks I get. Being Strength 4, hitting him first. If I just want to tank, I'll just go with 3 of Ward Save. They are sword and board, so they are at -1 to hit on Weapon Skill 6, so that's, yeah, I just love the War Dancers. Love them. Same here, move up with the Dryads, move up with the Sentinels to get in range. Some 24 from his front lines. Eternal Guard just stand put. My lord is standing there somewhere in the in the forest. Now, if you didn't see the last battle report, my Sentinels have the Banner of Discipline. I don't know what it's called now, but the +1 leadership test thing. And my Spellweaver is my general. Since the Shapeshifter Kindred has not a leader special rule, so he can't be general, despite being leadership 10. But with the banner, she gets leadership 10 bubble, and I have the BSB, so I'm leadership 10 rollable within those two bubbles, and also the Eternal Guards rocking the whole attack banner. It is not tailored for demons. It's just the way I did the list. I think whole attacks are a really strong option against many things because there's a lot of things with word saves, and especially if you have like a character in there and you get into a challenge with another character, and yeah, you get reroll those word saves. Yeah, it's just awesome. Dryad stand still. This is mode pretty aggressively. I'm standing exactly 12 inches away from his crusher so I can shoot at him. I'm not thinking that the flamers and the horrors can shoot him down. Flamers, they get a crap load of shooting attacks, but they're still like almost every time hitting on 6s or even more. Sure, strength 4, but I'm a 4 ward save. I do not think you will kill everyone. So open up with I think the Way Watchers and the Warhawks and the Sisters. They managed to kill one, and I think they even got some wounds through on the second one. Same here. Sisters open up, kills one. And over to Demons turn 1. I did not actually see this charge coming. It was far away. He needed to roll a 10. And he did. So he actually made it. So he charged my Wild Riders. So I'm not sure how I think about it. The thing is, it's Blood Crushers, not the Skull Crushers, and Blood Crushers are way weaker than Skull Crushers. Still, I should take some damage. And over here, it just moves up. See, the Demon Prince is kind of in between, kind of a little bit to the side. So he's actually kind of out in the open from my right flank. So he's in a vulnerable position, which I like. And over here, it decides not to charge with the Blood Crusher. It just moves up to threaten my right flank, and it just moves up the Flamers. The Flamers on the left flank opens up, and bloody hell, he gets like so many 6s to hit, so that he actually kills off the unit. He kills off half the unit, but yeah, 3 War Dancers, that's a lot less than 6 War Dancers. And over here, bloody hell, he kills off the Sisters. Probably a bit, I don't know, dangerous play from my part, but I did not think he would manage to kill them all. I put him out there not only to shoot at blockers, but also to like redirect his attention to shoot at them instead of like the Way Watchers or the Warhawks. I still believe there would be like 2 or 3 left living, but yeah, I rolled my warships like I don't know what. And over here, God bless Initiative 6 and Wild Riders. I mean, that is just awesome. So actually, I managed to kill off his unit before even he strikes at me, which is just amazing sauce. So he got the charge and everything, but I still, what the fuck, pony's ass. And I just reformed like such to face the horrors, the flamers. The thing is with the flamers is they're not looking like straight to the right. They're kind of looking downwards, standing in a weird position. So they're actually seeing the Wilders in the front, which I do not like. Do not want him to get a standing shoot. I'm like 8.5 inch apart, so it's also short range. So I don't know. We'll see about that. So over to Sylvan Elves turn 2. I charged the Warhawks into the Flamers, thinking, oh, that's an easy match. I should probably kill them. Over here, I decided not to charge with the Wild Riders. I charged with the War Dancer to kind of sacrifice. Yeah, there's only 1 War Dancer left now. Why is that? I think 2 of them must have died from. Yeah, the Flamer. Stupid Soul Grinder threw a Flamer, killed 1 sister, and the remaining 2 War Dancers. That's it. And I can say also, there's some pictures missing. I don't know what's happening to my iPad, but it's getting fucked up because the pictures are there, but they won't. They just refuse to be la, 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 get copied into the computer, whatever. And my iCloud is fucked up, so yeah, I'm working on it. I'm just fixed a new camera, so probably get some better pictures and some more pictures in the future. So the War Blade Dancer Champion charges the Flamers. He does not stand and shoot. I do not charge with the Wild Huntsman, and I did not make the charge, sadly. So over here, I just move up the sisters, being fast cav and everything, or free reform. I pass all the march tests, move them up behind this line, so I can just shoot at the Soul Grinder, which has taken some wounds from some poison shooting, probably from Sentinels, the Lord, and the sisters. Move up the Dryad so they're in the forest to either bait or tank or counter charge. They just overall skirmishes in a forest. If they're in a forest, you're standing in a good place and they can do a lot of things. And in my magic phase, Dweller! Finally, I got to use the Dweller from below. I do not know what's called nowadays. Is this still called Dweller? That's where I even got my nickname from. The old Wolf book, you always cast a Dweller. You only had the Dweller to deal with like big blocks. So after the new Wolf book, I've almost never played Lure of Life, but this time I did. I got the Dweller, and I dwell this unit down to this. It's like half the unit is gone. It's just so awesome, so awesome. My opponent couldn't. He didn't make a lot of strength tests. We were like, yeah, let's do what. Roll one dice at a time until you get 5+, so you can take away that one that misses. He rolls his first dice and it's 5+, so it's like, yeah, he died a lot from it, so I'm loving it. And to add some insult to injury, I pop Hail of Doom arrow, and together with my lord, I kill off his Demon Prince. So yeah, he's getting a bit crestfallen. I can understand why. Demon Prince, that was his only magician. His level 4 is gone. His bloodletters are not even a threat anymore. So a very good Sylvan Elves turn 2. I also get another wound in on the Soul Grinder, so he's taken 3 wounds already. So Demon's turn 2. Here, also see where I move my wild. I just moved him like an ass. I'm hiding behind the hill because we're playing the tournament stuff, which we have in Sweden. All the hills are definitely high, so you can see over them if you're behind them and stuff like that. So I just moved them behind there without looking, and his flamers could actually just follow and still see them. And here's got the kid again. Yeah, hello, kitty. And over here, he decides not to charge with the Bloodthirster or the Ink of Death. He moves out the Soul Grinder and the Cannon. So now he's actually within flaming range of the Eternal Guards, and this is gonna hurt. Over here, this is a picture disappeared. I have moved on the right flank. I did not kill the Flamers as I thought I would with the Warhawks, so we're just standing there pillow fighting. I moved up the Dryads into the forest, so they would be stubborn against anything. I moved up the Wave Watchers so that they would be in cover of the Warhawks if we would decide to shoot with the Horrors. What I saw a bit too late was the flank charge he got on with the Blood Crushers on my Dryads. But still, I'm in a forest, I'm not too worried about it. In my shooting phase, I shot some more arrows and got down one of them is down to 1 left. And of course, he charged into a forest, so I got to take the restraint test. He failed 1, so 1 died. Such a bad luck for my opponent's part, but it's the Woodulf way, man. It's the Woodulf way. All those Danish strain tests. He does not charge with the Bloodletters, he just moves them up to counter charge or whatever. And this is also where some pictures disappear. I'll try to explain everything in the next picture. But in the combat, I finally kill off the Flamers with the Warhawks. Just reforms them as such. I actually do not want to charge Horrors because the Flyers apparently quick to fire, so we'll get the send and shoot. They'll probably get some wounds through. But what can I do, right? In combat, it kills off two dryads. I think I did not do any wounds to him actually, but I'm still stubborn and I stuck. So yeah, Demon's turn 2 and Sylvan Elves turn 3. First of all, look at the Eternal Guards, the Flamers, both Flamers. Bloody hell, it killed half the unit. It should probably have killed more, but yeah, shit. That's a lot of casualties, and I mean, first I thought like, they're probably like the gyrocopters with strength 3, which is strength 3 is forced to wound, and I still have a 4-up save, but no, it's demons. They're strength 5, both of them. So he just annihilated a great bunch of Eternal Guards. That just that hurts. But as a counter, I charge the cannon, both Eternal Guards, or the Force Guardians as you call now, and my Shapeshifter Lord. I need to give him a good name. If you have a good name for the Shapeshifter Lord, please tell me, because I'm probably going to use him quite a lot. Since I always name my... No, I don't. I only need that one character, the Lord and a Dragon, the King of Blades. So if you have a name for him, please give me one. I just suck at names. Shapeshifter Prince doesn't sound too good. But other than that, I just move up to encircle him. 6 is to shoot at the Soul Grinder. I'm hoping to annihilate the cannon and get an overrun into the Soul Grinder. With some shooting, with some luck, I'll probably get another wound through, and then he will be on like 1 wound left or something. And with all my attacks hitting before him, getting those 6s, charging out of a forest. I'll not get that though, since it's overrun and will be in the next phase, in the next combat or next turn. But yeah, they should probably kill him off. I hope so, at least. And if I'm lucky, I still have the Beastborn Halberd on my BSB. So if he gets any 6 to wound, if I get like Wysen's Wild form off, I don't know the new name of it, or something like that, he'll be on strength 6, and I'll be wounding on 5s at least. Then I should get a wound through. And with the hold attack from the banner, he should take 1 wound and spell wounds too. So yeah, my plan is to annihilate the cannon, overrun into the Soul Grinder, and kill him off. That's the plan. And over here, charge the Wave Watchers into the flank of the Blood Crusher, thinking that I will hit before he does, and I should be able to kill him before he gets... He's standing there on like 1 or 2 wounds left. Something like that. I think I forgot to mark it, so you can see it on the picture. But it's not too much, so I should be able to kill him pretty easily. So we'll see about that. The Warhawks took 1 wound from Stun and Shoot, so still happy about that. They will not break the horrors. They'll be there in a grind. I think with my stats, I'll probably win combat, but he will get a wound through here and there. It's still 8 wounds left before that unit is dead, and I'll just grind them down. At least they can't shoot at anything now. And yeah, over here, open up with the sisters and manages to get another wound through, so he's down to 1 wound remaining, has taken 5 wounds. So now I definitely want to get the overrun in with the Eternal Guards. And in combat, the Wave Watchers and the 2 Dryads managed to kill off the Blood Crusher. I just reform as this, so he can't charge the Wave Watchers, he can only charge the Dryads, which he's very welcome to do that. I think the Dryads will just tear his Blood Letters apart. And over here, kill off the cannon, and I get my overrun, and I overrun into the Soul Grinder, so far it's going according to plan. Demon's turn 3, he decides to charge the Dryads, I just stand. And over here, just his movement. He doesn't have too many things left to move. So he moves up the Incarnate of Death to kind of countercharge or to threaten me. And he can say, close up on this one. He's standing. This is how my Shapeshift Lord reformed, and he's just standing there with the stupid Bloodthirster. Or Incarnate of Death. But yeah, in my turn, I fluffed some attacks. He did some wounds to me. As I said, it's been a grind match. It's some pictures that disappeared here as well. But yeah, we're still standing there, preloading, fighting. I'm getting him down slowly, but he's still getting down. It's not too far away from not being steadfast anymore. And over here, yeah, he kills off one Dryad, and I kill, what, 7 Bloodletters? Fucking A, man! I just love Dryads. And of course, with that kind of odds against him, he crumbles and dies. And the same thing here, he died with the Soul Grinder, and he decided to call it. The only thing he have left are Unit of Horrors, which are gonna die pretty soon. And then I have more or less my whole army against his Incarnate of Death. So he decided to call it. So it's not an Astray victory, it's a Sylvan victory. I don't know if the name Astray is in the lore anymore, I'll have to wait until the book comes out, but yeah, Sylvan victory! Sounds a bit weaker than Astray victory, to be honest. But yeah. Once again, sorry about the rule, the rule wrongs or the mistakes in the ruling part. I'll be sure to correct them for my next match. And yeah, I mean, this was those kind of games where everything went my way and nothing went my opponent's way. I mean, he didn't get anything at all. I got everything. I mean, with the Hail of Doom, I killed his Demon Prince with minimum effort. I got the Dwellers in, which kind of annihilated the threat from his combat block. I managed to get a lot more poison wounds than I should have, especially from the sisters, which are still armor piercing. And he missed a crap load of saves, which he should have made. I mean, I think he didn't think my beast be in the first turn. He has a bow. Yeah, let's shoot it. Normal bow. I shoot the Soul Grinder, hit it. I roll a 6 to wound. He faces armor save, and he faces ward save. So, just it was that kind of game for me. Everything went my way. So, but still, our first game was a tie. This one is a victory for me. So, hooray! Now I'm a bit at a loss with the list. As I said before, I really want to try out a list thoroughly, or like at least more than one game, maybe even more than 2 games. So the odds are I'm gonna play kind of the same list as this one, trying to like build from it. But I don't know, since with all the rule changes, it's coming a new rule change now in December, I believe, and that could just throw everything over end and make some stuff more viable than other stuff. And yeah, the thing I feel with this list right now in 9.1 is that in core I have a unit of 8 Dryads without any upgrades whatsoever, and I feel that they are a bit obsolete and don't really have a role, which I could feel with something else. I mean, I could still take Glade Guards, but still that's a bit more points, I believe, or even Glade Riders for Chaff or whatever. So I'll see how I develop this list, if I even have the time to do it before the new changes come. One thing I do want to try out is the Kingsguard. I'm so lazy when it comes to painting right now. I'm not lazy. I'm just having a bit of a dip period when it comes to painting. I haven't painted much in the last like 6 months or something like that, or at least 3 months. Feels like 6 months. So I just need to get that rolling, and I'll paint the Kingsguard up, and I'll have them ready for gaming as well. Other than that, I'm also going to finish my gaming board, so you won't have to see all the unfinished stuff and get some more terrain and hills and stuff like that, which is hopefully will make it a bit more interesting and yeah, funnier for me to play as well, because now it's more or less it's always two forests and maybe a hill. So it's not too entertaining, but yeah, I will fix everything like that. And also with new camera, you'll have a lot more pictures, a lot better pictures. I'll try to take a lot more battle pictures. Like uh, somehow people seems to actually enjoy them, so I'll keep taking them. But otherwise, thanks for this time, and like and subscribe because it's awesome. Um, so I feel that I don't do put this up and talk to myself. No, I'm just kidding. But if you like, please like, and if you like to subscribe, please subscribe. And as always, check out the Ninth Age for page, ninthage.com. Just Google it and it'll come up. It's if you don't play Ninth Age yet, just do it because it's way better than anything Games Workshop have ever done. Not ever, but it's a lot better than 8th edition, and a lot better than anything Games Workshop done for a long time at least. And as I stated before, it's really the future of Warhammer. If you liked Warhammer 8th edition, if you liked Warhammer as it was before, this is the way for you to go. So yeah, thank you for this time and catch you on the next.